Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Ocean's Pit. Hope you guys are doing great today. It is Friday, the 10th of December. 20 more days, 25 more days till Christmas, whatever it is, here in December. And boy, we got a great little show for you guys tonight and today. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. I hope you're getting all ready for the holiday season, shopping, and getting your decorations are all up and Christmas trees and lights outside. And I hope you guys got all your Christmas shopping, getting it done. I know that we all wait to that last minute. But anyway, folks, you're watching Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things today. And every show is dedicated to the first responders, the doctors, the nurses, the policemen, the firemen, the teachers, the farmers, and most of all, it's dedicated to people like you who make this show successful for tuning in every day. We can be doing a lot of other things, but you choose to tune in today or maybe watch it later on in the day, and I really do appreciate that. Go to our website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and to book a show, give us a call at 847-769-8609, everybody. I want you all right now who's listening to please share the page. Can you do me a favor and push that button, share the page, let everybody know about Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Now, you know, we are brought to you by, at least till the end of the year, we're brought to you by Eco Solar Solutions, where you always save more energy. When you save more energy, you save more money. Perfect time to get those solar panels, 630-345-2964. And everybody, don't forget now, if you're watching, you can also see Ocean's Pit on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter right there. And also, please go to YouTube and subscribe to Ocean's Pit, so you can see the show on the Tony Ocean Show page, which you're watching right now. Later on after the show, I replay it and I post it on the Mo Carrara page, my personal page. And then, of course, you can see the show on Twitter and YouTube. So let's get the show rolling, everybody. Let's go. Show.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And now, your host, Mr. Tony Ocean.
Woo! Thank you, everybody. Nelson Santiago, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, everybody, the little show about big things. And before we start off, everybody, today is Friday, December 10th, and let's get some sponsors out of the way. Trico Hair Experts. Forget that comb over, forget the hat, forget the sprays. Call my buddy Anthony and Carmela. They're in Rosemont, Illinois, 773-999-7888. Great gift giving to someone who might need it. Recreating great hair with Trico Hair Experts. Don Esteban Cigars. Guys, stocking stuffers, women out there, men. Get those cigars hand-rolled, delivered right to your home. Right out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Give Javier a call at 727-366-7536. Tell me you want the Tony Ocean brand or you want your own cigars that you like smoking. They'll hand-roll them, whatever you want, delivered right to your home. So that's the great thing about that. But right out of Tarpon Springs, Florida, folks, and very cool. Also, I want to say thank you to Deutz Power Center, Great Lakes, servicing the construction diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. Great seeing my buddy Sal last night. 224-276-6550. That's Deutz Power Center, everybody. And we want to just say hello to everybody. Keith, Robert Provenzano, lunchtime. Thank you. Jerry Jams, Isabella. Felicia, ¿cómo está, mi amigo? Hope you're doing well. Danny, great show. Great seeing you last night, brother. 2 nights in a row, you guys. You guys are unstoppable and very thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I can't express when you see people at your show once a month. If you see them twice a week, if you see them once a week, I can't express the gratitude that I have for like Danny and Robin and Susan and Pam and Dave and the generals and everybody else, man. I mean, I'm just truly blessed. I really am, and I really do appreciate it. Albert, how you doing? Hope you guys are doing well today. We got a lot to talk about. Joe, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. We missed you last night. Dakota, what's up, my friend from Los Angeles, California? Joan Aska from Wisconsin. Christine, how you guys doing? All right. First of all, thanks, everybody, for showing up last night at Positano's in Oak Brook, First time we were there. What a great place. I'm going to just say thank you to Frank and Nick and the staff. They do an incredible job. And it was great seeing some great friends, old friends, some friends I have not seen in a long time, my friends from Cicero and everybody. So what a great night. The dance floor was jumping. The food is outstanding. And it was a great time. Rhino Ryan was on fire. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody. We will be going back there in the new year. So we're excited about that. Now, tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg. That's an 8 o'clock hit with Rhino Ryan. Tomorrow we'll be at Norton's in Highland Park. That's a place you want to jump, man. That's a good, fun place to be. We'll be at Norton's tomorrow in Highland Park. Now, Sunday, of course, the Frank Sinatra 106th birthday party celebration bash. It's going to be at the Arcada Theater, in the theater in St. Charles. It's a 3 o'clock show on Sunday, December 12th, this Sunday, celebrating Frank Sinatra would be 106 years old. And with the Nick Pondarelli Band, of course, with Nick Pondarelli, yours truly, Bill Pantley, and Jack D'Amico. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's brought to you by Ron SD Entertainment. How are you? I need information about Sunday, please. I got a shoulder shot. Oh, you got a shoulder shot. What's that mean? Oh, you got one of those things. Okay. Anyway, the information is at 3 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. Go to oshows.com to get your tickets to Frank Sinatra's thing. That's this Sunday. Just go there, or you can just show up, actually, and walk in and get tickets. The show starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You need reservations, yes, Marianne, or you could just show up too. But I would advise you to call over there and get tickets there for the show. That's this Sunday. Ricky Stokes, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Ricky, we're waiting for the founding fathers of Harlem and Belmont, the new documentary coming out. We're looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully we'll get Ricky on the show soon and tell us some more news. It was a pain injection shot. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. You scared me there for a minute. Only kidding. Well, I hope you're feeling better on your arm, honey. I hope you're feeling better. All right, folks. A lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to kick it off right now with finding some horrible news in the music business. Whether you were a Monkey fan or not, back in '66, they came out of nowhere with The Last Train to Clarksville and their TV show. And it was just an incredible show. It was a takeoff of the Beatles' Hard Day's Night, of course. And for many, many years, Mickey, Peter, Mike, and Davey have been entertaining people all over the world with all their great songs. And, of course, we lost Peter Tork and Davy Jones a few years ago. But this morning, we lost Papa Nez. Mike Nezmuth has passed, ladies and gentlemen. The great songwriter, the man behind the Monkees, of course. Mike Nezmuth, ladies and gentlemen, you might know he was one of the first guys to actually come up with the formula for MTV, the very first music video with elephant parts that he did. And they sold the format to MTV, and that's how all the music videos you see, it all started off with the Monkey shows. And then, of course, with Mike Nezmuth. Also, Mike Nezmuth wrote some great songs. He wrote Different Drum for Linda Ronstadt. He wrote a lot of great songs. Mike Nezmuth is gone, ladies and gentlemen, at the age, if I got it right here, horrible, 79 years old. Mike Nezmuth is no longer with us, folks. Thank you, Jerry Jams, for that info that you sent me before the show started. Also, you might not know that Mike Nezmuth, ladies and gentlemen's mother invented whiteout. You know, the stuff that you put over the cover so you can rewrite over again. So his mother was the founder of Whiteout. Again, we lost singer, songwriter, now there's only one left, only one Monkey left, and Mickey Dolenz. They just finished doing a tour together, Mickey and Mike, and now Mike Nezmuth is gone. So it is a loss. I've always been a Monkees fan. They took a lot of shit in the music business. Because they're not playing their own instruments. And then, of course, years after they started, they put out a record called Headquarters, and they did play their own instruments. And back then in the 60s, folks, a lot of the bands weren't playing their own instruments. Monkees just got a bad deal about it, but Monkees are still one of my favorite groups. And prayers go out to the Nezmuth family. And another day in music history that will everybody remember the death of Mike Nezmuth, Papa Nez, as the Monkees used to call him. All right. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Don't forget, folks, the new Dean Martin book is out. If you're a big Dean Martin fan, you want to get a book that's authorized by the Dean Martin family. Elliot Thorpe and Bernard Thorpe. Bernard was the founder of the Dean Martin Society out of New England. And Elliot, his son, will be on our show on the 22nd talking about Dean, and you can get the book. They interviewed me for the book, and I just thought it was just going to be a little interview, just a little plug, something in the book. I did not know that there would be a 2-page spread on page 48 and 49 about myself and how I felt about Dean and playing Dean Martin with the Rat Pack show all these years. So the great book for the good times, the great stocking stuffer. Get it for Dean Martin fans out there, folks. Very important. We're going to be in Florida, folks, the Windy City Boys. That's right. Start off March 11th at Venison Community Center, and then we'll be doing the 12th and 13th in Marco Island. We got some more show dates coming up. Me and my good buddy Greg Reedy, Windy City Boys. We're excited. March 2022. Good stuff happening here, and it is what it is. I'm excited. More great shows coming up too, folks. On the 15th of December, we'll be at Tavern on the Point with Rhino Ryan and the return of Regina Karma. That's right. Regina Karma returns with us on the 15th. 16th will be at Capri in Willow Springs with Rhino and Lisa P. The 18th will be at Taverna with Rhino and Tony Toto. December 19th will be at Ron Onesti's Speakeasy for Frank Sinatra's Sunday Bash on the 19th. We'll be there again 2 Sundays in a row. The 29th, the Tony Ocean birthday party, folks. Now make your reservations at Bellagio in Roselle on Lake Street. All of my closest friends and associates will be there. A lot of special guests. It's going to be great. I'm turning 59. I would love to celebrate with all you people at Bellagio Wednesday, the 29th of December. The Who's Who's, we're going to be there, and do not miss that date because it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll be with family, and I'll be with friends and my closest friends and my family, and that's just important to me. A lot of fun. On the 3rd of December, we'll be at Cucina, Zaza's Cucina, making our debut there in Park Ridge. On the 31st, of course, Avanti Banquets will be at Fox River Grove. And folks, don't forget, January 1st, 2022, we'll be back at Docks in Wakanda with Jeff DeBray. All right, enough of the dates, enough of that stuff. There you go. I'm glad you're going to be there, honey. Need some good news like Mike. There you go. Yeah, Lillian. Sorry we lost Mike. Rosemary, how you guys doing? All right, let's talk. Let's talk. There's a lot to talk about. So let's start off right now real fast, folks. Have you seen on social media the reboot? They showed a picture of redoing The Facts of Life. I don't know if you were a big show of that. I thought it was a cool show when I was a kid. I don't know if you guys watched it, but they showed Lisa Welcher, who was originally on the show, and they showed her in her 1970s costume, the outfit for the TV show, and they show her like 30, 40 years later, like today, and the same outfit. This woman looks exactly the same. Unbelievable. And it just goes to show you, if you take care of yourself, it doesn't look like she had any stuff done to her face. It doesn't look like there was no cosmic stuff done to her face, but interesting stuff there. Very, very cool. Really. Oh, folks, I want a prayer. This is a very important prayer that I want to send out to everybody in Illinois. Prayers for all the victims in Illinois. Nothing really happened. It's just a shitty shame that we got to live in this state. So our prayers go out to that. With all the crazy shit that's going on in Illinois. And of course, people say, if you don't like it, leave. It's not that easy to leave. I know a lot of people want to leave. I know people have been running out of Illinois for years. Folks, 300 people a day were leaving Illinois before the pandemic. Patrick, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to Ocean's Pit. So it's crazy. I also want to say hello to my wife, Laura, and the kids there, the girls. They're up in Arizona. They'll be there till Monday, a little early Christmas gift, and they're out spa and doing all that stuff. So I don't know if they're watching, but if they are, honey, how you doing? And Laura will be with us next Thursday. So have fun there. And I will just say a special shout out to Gianna today. I love you, honey, if you're listening. All right. So anyway, hi, Kathy. How you doing? Everybody's good today. All right. Let's go down with some more stories. Don't forget Mom's Bread Loaves. D. Bosch's famous flavored bread loaves. Go to dbosch, BOSCH.com. find her Facebook page and find out you can get those great bread loaves, great stocking stuffers, great gifts. Make sure you reach out to Dee or myself or my sister Natalie, and she will tell you how to get these great loaves for you. Perfect time for Christmas. All right, of course, I put this in my post today. I said, Dear Liver, this month is going to be rough. Stay strong. And of course, we're talking about during the festivities, there's always alcohol flowing, champagne, wine, booze, beer, hard liquor. And, you know, I don't know how many people actually drink still. I think the people that have drink probably came down a little bit compared to the days when we all used to drink. People say they get older, they don't drink as much, or they have to drive home. That is a funny one, right, Kathy? How you doing up in there in Santa Barbara, California? Hope you guys are doing well, you and Jackie and the family. But it is crazy. And then I see people drinking coffee at the end of the night, I guess because they got to wake them up to take them home. I don't know, but, you know, it's the time. So be careful out there, especially during the holiday seasons. Keep yourself warm on that one. Stay good. Make sure the liver is good. All right. Here's a great quote by the great Albert Einstein, folks. Einstein. Make sure I pronounce that right. Albert Einstein. A great from the trying to do a show here and people keep calling. Don't they realize I'm busy from 12 to 1? Anyway, folks, an assumption is made and more assumptions are wrong. So assumptions that are made and most assumptions are wrong. So everybody assumes this, assumes that. We go from whatever. We don't know. I would like to believe that if you heard a story on the news, on the main news media, that you would think it would be true. Instead of finding a story up on social media with somebody just posting it. Now, years ago, when we got those stories, no matter what they were, the 5 or 6, 7 channels that we had, 2, 5, 9, 7, 11, 32, 26, whatever it was, there was like 5 stations, and you were glued to it. The news, the mornings, whatever they said, it is what it is. You had to take their word for it. And then, of course, social media came around, and everybody started doing their investigating and blah, 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 blah. I just don't know anymore. You just get crazy. You still have a liver. Robert, I'm surprised I still do. Yes, I do. Jackie, now wasn't that funny, Jackie? I thought that was funny. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope to see you guys at one of the shows this December. A lot of good Christmas stuff happening. A lot of great shows. Last night we were at Positano's. What a great place at Oak Brook. Tomorrow, Saturday night, Norton's in Highland Park. What a bash this place is. A lot of fun. All right, so what else we got? I don't know if you guys are golfers. There's another thing that came on social media today. Tiger Woods is back. He's going to golf again. I am not a golfer. I don't care for golf. I do it 3 or 4 times a year. I really don't care for it. But he's coming back. I don't know if you follow Tiger Woods. Are you a fan of Tiger Woods? I don't know. But if you are, you're supposedly going to be doing something back. So we'll see what happens. According to the Insider, folks, a social media outlet, the FBI agents had to use a chainsaw. Now, remember, folks, the FBI agents had to use a chainsaw to open the safe in Jeffrey Epstein's mansion, where they held and they found all those hard drives. I can just imagine what's on these hard drives. And then Maxwell, his assistant, of course, who's going up on trial right now. We don't hear anything that's going on with that. Supposedly the judge put a gag order, so you can't hear anything that's going on in that trial. So I don't know, man. Eureka, see you Sunday. Oh, we look forward to seeing you Sunday too. So to use a chainsaw to get through that safe, to get those hard drives out, to find out how many celebrities, how many politicians, how many global presidents or priests or whatever are on that island or on those tapes. I just can't imagine to see what's going to happen with that. I don't think we'll ever know who's on those tapes. I don't even think what's going to happen with this trial. I don't know. I'm excited because I want to find out what's going on. You know what I mean? I really do. So, hey, what are we going to do? According to Forbes magazine, folks, the man arrested for burning down the Christmas trees set them on fire outside of the Fox Network studios. The Fox Network just burning down Christmas trees. I don't get this with people, man. So much shit to do in the world, and they're burning down Christmas trees. Packy is in the house. What's up, brother? I hope you're doing well. Not seen Packy in a while. Angelo, I hope you're doing well, my friend. So here they are burning down Christmas trees in the middle of, in front of the Fox TV network. Oh, God, unbelievable, folks. And another thing that really irks me is what I talked about yesterday. You heard about this, what they're trying to do, according to the Chicago Sun-Times. They're trying to put out something now, the government, or they're trying to make this rule here that if you are unvaccinated and you unfortunately happen to get COVID-19 and you end up in a hospital, they're going to want you to pay your own medical bills because you're unvaccinated. I don't know. Can they do this? Can they? There's people out there that just decide not to get vaccinated. And there's people out there that can't get vaccinated because of health issues. So I don't know. But to actually make this happen, pass a rule, or if I don't know how they come up with something like this, but can this actually happen, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. So if you're not vaccinated and you get COVID, unfortunately, and you end up in a hospital, whatever those bills are is going to come out of your pocket, and they're trying to do that, and that is unfair. Unfair, folks. It's that simple. My opinion only. It doesn't go far, but at least it's in this. At least you hear it from me. My opinion only. I don't know. And I looked into this. I didn't realize this, folks. In Chicago, in the city of Chicago, you can buy marijuana legally. You can go to sports books, play that legally, right? Make bets. You can do that now. You can buy pot. But there's still towns that you can't drink in. Now, I don't know. I know back Wheaton town was dry for many years till about mid-'80s. And then Wheaton changed. You couldn't buy booze after a certain amount of time. You couldn't buy them in a grocery store on Sunday, whatever. So they say Evanston is kind of dry. I'm not sure. I'm not from Evanston. I don't know anything about Evanston, but I don't know if it's dry. But they said the only town, ladies and gentlemen, that's still in Illinois that is a dry town is South Holland. I did not know that. South Holland is a dry town. Has anybody been to South Holland? Can somebody confirm that? South Holland, dry, nothing, niente, nulla. I don't know. Interesting stuff here, folks. You're learning every day. Ocean Spit, the little show about big things. I think it's time for another quick sponsor, if we can, folks. And let's go right to Airtight Windows, of course. Great seeing Lou and Diana yesterday at Passantanos. Airtight Windows siding specialist, family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Airtight Windows. Get those windows, man. Right now, the winter's coming. It's going to be cold. So get them nice and warm. Get some brand new windows. Call Lou for a free estimate, 708-788-5000. I also want to say thank you to Tom and Karen yesterday, Sir Pico and Tom Rigobetti, folks, for hooking me up with Positanos. They introduced me to the owner, Frank, about a year ago, and we finally came out with that date. But Lou, Airtight Windows, great job, Lou. Last night singing some songs was very good, too. And right, folks, now this is a perfect gift that you can give right now for anybody who loves steaks, chops, fish, chicken, dogs, burgers, right? And you like them right like you would if you went to any restaurant in the Chicagoland area. Right now, John Seriani and Steak Syndicate, ladies and gentlemen, has put something together just for your listeners and your viewers and people that follow Ocean's Pit and the Tony Ocean Show. It's very simple. Go to steaksyndicate.com. Put in the promo code Tony Ocean. You will get a 25% off membership fee, ladies and gentlemen, and you get one free tomahawk steak. The tomahawk steak right there is worth the price of the membership. SteakSyndicate.com. Promo code Tony Ocean. 25%, ladies and gentlemen, off membership fee and one free tomahawk steak. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. It's something that everybody loves. Chops. Everybody loves chicken, steaks, etc., etc. Thank you again, Lou. Great night last night, my brother, and you guys coming out. I appreciate it. Two mafia hitmen walk through the forest at night. One admits that he's afraid to be in the forest. The other one says, if you think you're afraid, I have to walk back alone. Oh, Jackie Gale, a good one, my brother. Good joke. Hope you and Bonnie are well, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow night at Norton's in Highland Park. We will be there tomorrow night. Norton's in Highland Park. All right, folks, according to Scientific Magazine, there's a brand new hydrojet plane. Listen to this, folks. They'll be able to fly halfway around the world without refueling. Now, that's pretty cool. I'd like to see what that's going to cost to get on one of those planes. Those new hydroplanes, they'll be able to fly halfway around the world, ladies and gentlemen, without refueling. And that's according to Science Magazine. It should be very interesting. Also, some more information here, folks. You can't make this stuff up again. Of course, state of they removed the KK statue, the KKK member president statue up in Nashville. Nathan Bedford, a statue has been taken down in Nashville, folks. Rightfully so. How long is this thing going to be up there, right? I mean, we want to get into that situation and that talk and all that stuff, but that's a statue that should be down. I'm sorry. That's a statue they should have took down long time ago. Should never have a statue up there praising some idiot like that, folks. Oh, man. All right, we got some celebrity birthdays, so let's see what we got right now. First of all, before we do that, I want to say a special shout out to my friend Nick Nitty, who just lost his brother. Nick was a good friend of mine for many, many years. Nick, I just found out that he lost his brother. So Nick, my prayers go out to the Nitty family. Nick Nitty, a good friend of ours who lost his brother. Also, if you're a big wrestling fan, when I was growing up as a wrestling fan, I used to watch Bob Loose Wrestling, WWF. And if you're listening, if you're following that kind of stuff, the great Blackjack Lanza passed away at the age of 86 years old. Remember the Blackjacks, Mulligan and Lanza? They were two tag team. They were one of my favorites, actually, when I was growing up. So Blackjack Lanza dies at the age of 86 years old, if you are followers of wrestling. All right, birthdays. Michael Clark Duncan, of course, remember him in Planet of the Apes remake. And, of course, he was also in The Green Mile. Past his birthday this past weekend, folks. Rick Baker, one of the greatest makeup guys in the business, created all the King Kongs and all the great scientific movies. The great Rick Baker. So happy birthday, Rick Baker. Bobby Elliott, for Albert out there, the original drummer of the Hollies, celebrates a birthday today. Bobby Elliott. Our good friend, Chicago entertainer Nino Felino. Nino, happy birthday, buddy. I know you're good friends with Miles. I've not seen you in a while, but I hope you're having a great birthday. And Nino, Harry Chapman, Cats in the Cradle and a Silver Spoon. Harry Chapman celebrates a birthday this past weekend. British actress Judi Dench celebrates a birthday today. How about the great movie icon, the great Kirk Douglas? If he was alive today, celebrates a birthday, the great Kirk Douglas. Greg Allman of the Allman Brothers, also married to, was going out with Cher for a while. The great Greg Allman, great guitar player, celebrates a birthday. My good buddy Anthony Napolitano's Elisa, celebrates a birthday. So Elisa Napolitano, happy birthday out there. How about our good friend Benny from the Italian restaurant Volare? Celebrates a birthday. Benny, I have not seen Benny in 20 years. Anyway, happy birthday, Benny, from the Italian restaurant downtown called Volare. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. Hey, we got a couple that's suspicious. You know it's time for That's Suspicious. Here's one right here, folks. All right. This is scary stuff now, folks. Scary stuff. Now, this has happened at a Shell gas station on Ridgeland Avenue in Chicago. Have you heard about this? This is pretty scary shit now. Actually, what happened to this gentleman who got poked when he went to get gas, and they found a needle that put some powder into you. It was in the handle of the gas tank, the gas handle, when you went to get gas, the pump. This is a Shell station in Ridgeland. It was poked by a needle that's in the gasoline nozzle. So when you get it to lift it up to put gas in, there was a thing that a needle that went into his finger, and he went, I wonder what it was. First, he thought it might have been a screw or something, folks, but it's actually a needle that was planted there that shot something into people's with some powder. Now, this guy was taken to the hospital. They found nothing yet, but that's suspicious that someone is doing shit like this. And I don't know what it is, and you have to look more into finding information about this. But here you are just trying to pump gas to fill gas in your tank. You're paying a bunch of money as it is on gas. All of a sudden you go, thinking that might have been a screw or something from the pump handle, but it was actually a needle with some sort of powder. That was what's wrong with these people is absolutely right. Yes, I like Terry Chapman too, Ron. I hope you're doing well. Tony, just checked. South Holland, totally dry. No alcohol sold anywhere in the village, along with no sale or rental of pornographic material, all prohibited. So if you live in South Holland, folks, you can't even rent porn. Not only can you not rent porn, but you can't drink any booze. South Holland. I don't know. I might have drove through South Holland once. Now that's suspicious. What kind of store, what kind of town you can't get pornographic? You can't buy any Playboy, you can't do anything, and you can't get booze. What kind of town is that? Thank you, Christine, for that information on doing her little research there. South Holland, completely, totally dry. Excuse me. Great story, huh? All right, so yeah, I'd like to find a little bit more about this information. This was on Fox News, folks, about this needle that poked into this gentleman's hand. Now, thank God there's nothing wrong with the guy, but that's very suspicious that shit like that has to be going on, and you can't even be safe getting your gas filled in your car. Crazy shit. Another that's suspicious, folks. Tell me something. Are they still giving stimulus checks? This is crazy. There's the final stimulus checks going out for 2021 next month. I didn't know they were still giving stimulus checks. Are people, obviously people are still sitting on their asses at home and not going to work. And some of them are still collecting unemployment. And some of these people getting another stimulus check? I thought that all ended. Am I crazy? If someone could, Daryl Armenstad, the professor, how you doing, buddy? Great seeing you, Daryl. Wednesday, of course, at the Donnie G's Rat Pack Show. And I'll see Daryl with me next Sunday at the Speakeasy in St. Charles. Joe Rossi, how you doing, my good friend? Buon Natale a tutti. Yes, my friend. I guess you won't be entertaining in South Holland. No, Robin, I will not be going to South Holland. If you're just joining us, South Holland is completely dry, and you can't even buy any pornographic material in South Holland. The Village of Churches, there you go. Well, there's nothing wrong with having a church. Nothing wrong with having churches in town. You can have church. They drink wine when you go to church. Anyway, folks, a final stimulus checks. Have you heard about this? The final stimulus checks are going out at the end of this month for 2021. That's suspicious that they're still giving stimulus checks when there's work out there for Americans to get off their ass and go get a job. And they're still sending stimulus checks. Am I crazy here? Am I the only one that's nuts to thinking about this? If this doesn't irk you and you don't think that's suspicious, folks. Totally suspicious and totally wrong. Another that's suspicious. America was created to avoid this type of government that we have right now. That's why we created America. So we didn't have to go through this kind of government that we have right now. That's suspicious. New York City put the law in. Confirmed. The law in New York, non-citizens can vote, folks. That's suspicious. It's happening in the city of New York. And I love New York City, folks. I talk about New York City all the time. The pizza, the food, the baseball games, the football, the general, the nightlife, Manhattan, Times Square, Little Italy. I don't know what's happening to that city, folks. Now you are a non-citizen and you can vote. And that's why the Democrats, and that's why they want to keep the borders open. Now, this is not a Democrat and Republican issue here, folks. This is not whose side you like better. This is America we're talking about. You are a non-citizen, and they're letting you vote in New York City, and they're keeping those borders open. That's suspicious. Bullshit. That's what that is. That's called bullshit. And I can't even begin to think about stuff that's there, folks. You're watching Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. What other stories do we have here? Nuts. It's just completely nuts. All right, let's see here. If you love Krispy Kreme donuts, now are they good donuts? Yes. Have I had them in the past? Yes. A couple of times I've had the Krispy Kreme donuts. If you guys all love the Krispy Kremes, I'm sure you do. Tony, America is done. It's not like it used to be. No, Tony, it's not. Carol, BS is a nice way of saying it, but you're right, Carol. Yeah, Tony, it's crazy, my brother. Yeah, they are, but only fofo hidden in the family. Yeah, there you go, Robert. Krispy Kreme donuts, folks. If you are fans of Krispy Kremes, right now for this weekend, you can get a dozen for $1. $1 dozen of Krispy Kreme donuts. Now, let's be honest, folks. Half of this world in America do not deserve to put any of these Krispy Kreme donuts. Don't eat any of them. A lot of people in this world are not very unfit. They should be taking care of themselves. So the last thing you should be doing is going to Krispy Kreme and getting a dozen donuts for $1. But Krispy Kreme. Always find out good information on this show, don't you, everybody? Now, listen to this, folks. This is interesting. According to futuristic.com, the scientists are inventing a brand new mask that you will wear. It will glow in the dark, and it will expose if you've got COVID-19. Now, not a bad idea, I guess. If you want to keep people away and they got a mask on, how does that work during the day? If you're going into restaurants or if you're going to work, if you're going into work buildings and people are working and you're wearing a mask at work, that wouldn't work, right? So if they're going to make this right, instead of making one that glows in the dark so you can tell at night if you're out somewhere and someone's wearing a mask, they got COVID, they should be inventing one that where if you wear the mask, anytime you wear a mask, somebody's got COVID, it should appear in that mask. Because a lot of people are still going to work in offices. A lot of people are still going to different spots. If that's the case, if they're going to make this invention here, this new glow-in-the-dark mask that tells you got COVID-19. It might also say that if you have bad breath, you might want to come up with that one too. Hello, Danny Ramondi. How you doing, buddy? I hope you guys are doing well. Hey, have fun tonight or tomorrow at Villaggio there with, what's his name, John Trincali. Hope you guys have a great show. You have to buy 1 dozen or get regular price, then you get the other dozen for free. Now, that's a lot of donuts, Christine. Well, thank you. All right, I should have did a little bit more investigation there. Krispy Kreme, you have to buy a dozen to get a dozen for it. So that's a lot of donuts. They can stick that up their ass, Danny. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. So, glow-in-the-dark masks, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for that in 2022. If more stuff, folks, it is. According to complex.com, these scientists have come up with a cannabis company, created 850-pound brownie full of pot. A cannabis brownie at 850 pounds. It is the world's largest brownie. And not only is it a regular brownie, but it's got cannabis in it. Now, have I ever tried that? I've never tried the brownie. I tried a cookie once. Woo! That was dangerous. Yeah, I won't do that again. I tried some gummies every now and then. That helps. Helps you get to sleep sometimes. I can't smoke the pot because I can't inhale it, and it just gets me crazy. So, but this is the 850-pound brownie soaked in cannabis. Wow. Is that a party? Ray Grant, how you doing, buddy? Isn't that interesting stuff? This is this stuff that comes out here. People have so much free time. Let's come up with an 850-pound brownie. Just bring it to a rock concert there, and everybody will be happy. Sell them, little chunks as you walk in. 850-pound brownie, baked, cooked with cannabis. Oh my God, folks! How about this? According to CBS, Congress is still really considering making the work week 4 days a week. I've been reading about this. I've been hearing about this. Have you heard about this? Are you ready to work 4 days a week? Now, I remember when I was a baker back in Ganella when I was a kid, they gave you that option. You could work the 5 days a week at the regular 8 hours a day, or if you were on seniority wise, they gave you the 10 hours a day. You worked 4 days a week, and you had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, which is not a bad idea. Good for big parties. Yes, Carol. Yes, good for parties. Along with those Krispy Kremes, grab some of those brownies. I don't know how many people that listen to the show or my friends do they still go to work in the office. I don't know. But would you be happy with a 4-day work week? Would you mind working 10 hours a day and being off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? There's a lot of people that would like that. 10 hours a day is actually probably 12 hours a day. You're thinking about a half hour to drive to work and another half hour or so to drive back, if you're lucky. So you're looking at 12 hours, 5 days a week, 4 days a week, and you're off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Not a bad idea. Maybe I should add that to hot. Yeah. Carol, put some in a pot and those hot chocolate bombs. Woo! We'll all be flying. That'll be good. That'll be a good one. I don't know, guys. Are you into that 4-day work weekend? 4-day work week, 10 hours a day? I don't know. Should be interesting. But they're talking about it, that's for sure. We were talking about the whole gun situation with the yesterday or Wednesday when we had John, our panelist on, Albert, Doug and Lulu and Nick Sahaj talking about the killing of John Lennon 41 years ago or 40 years ago on December 8th, 1980 when Mark David Chapman shot him. And then we're talking about this whole thing with Alec Baldwin with the gun shooting people. Since John Lennon has died and since 1980, 1.5 million people have been killed with handguns or guns in general. That's 1.5 million people have been killed with guns since 1980. Actually, that was a quote by Yoko Ono, of course, the widow of John Lennon. Guns, yes, a bad thing, but I know a lot of hunters. A lot of my friends hunt. I don't know if you guys hunt. I know it's like a real iffy question. I don't know if I want to get into this territory, but never stopped me before, right? I do believe, folks, that it's not the gun. It's the person who has the gun. And that's just my opinion. It's just like alcohol. It's not the alcohol's fault. It's the person who drinks the alcohol. Or the guy who decides to get in the car if he's drunk. It's not the car's fault. It's not the liquor's fault. It's the guy who gets in the car. It's the guy who's drinking too much. It's the guy who takes the gun and does crazy things with it. If you use a gun to protect your family and it's in the home, or if you're going to shoot and hunt, which there's a lot of people. My friends from Wisconsin alone, I have tons of friends in Wisconsin, Michigan, Colorado, all these different places. They hunt, they shoot, they eat their food for a living. I don't know. Another topic that people don't want to talk about, but it is what it is. Kellogg cereal, ladies and gentlemen. Kellogg's the company that makes all your favorite corn flakes. Everything is permanently replacing 1,400 factory employees. Kellogg's, who makes all the great cereals that you guys eat. I don't know if you still eat it, but hey, permanently replacing 1,400 factory workers permanently. That means they ain't getting their job back. Kellogg's. I don't know. I feel sorry for the people who work there and be losing their jobs. I don't know, man. And listen to this. This is crazy. Now, listen. Whether you don't like pipe smoke or you do, or whether you don't like cigar smoke or you do, or whether you like cigarettes or you don't. But what's a good thing about this country, you have a choice. If you want to be a smoker, if you want to do this, if you want to do that, you want to drink, whatever it is, it's up to you. You have the right. You have the ability to do that. Even though in South Holland, you can't drink. But according to NBC, folks, the country of New Zealand is banning all cigarette sales. No more. You won't find cigarettes in New Zealand anymore to save our future kids. No more cigarettes in New Zealand. So it's going to be like prohibition now. Hey, I can get you in a box of cigarettes. It's going to be happening. That's going to be happening in New Zealand. So they're stopping that, according to NBC. No more cigarettes starting the new year. So they won't be able to sell or buy cigarettes in New Zealand. I don't know. Look, again, it's not the cigarettes' fault. It's not the cigar fault. It's the kids. If they want to smoke them and keep doing it, it's the kids' fault. I smoke cigars. Should I be smoking as many as I do? No. But it's up to me, right? It's me. I don't have to pick up that cigar and light it. But to ban all sales of cigarettes, it's crazy. Again, it's more stuff being taken away from the public. And this is in New Zealand, mind you, according to NBC. According to CNN, ladies and gentlemen, jobless claims hit a new low, a 52-year low. Jobless claims. All businesses are suffering. All businesses are lacking employment. Even there's help wanted signs everywhere. And it's got to be horrible. I talked to our son, Joe, who's a merchandising manager for Portillo's. And we'll talk about Portillo's now anyway. And I always ask Joe when he goes to these locations, because his job is to go from store to store to store to make sure that they got everything they need as merchandise and stuff, right? So I asked him, how's it going? This store doesn't have this and this store. And most of the places he goes to are understaffed. And that's just Portillo's. This is what our son Joe sees every day when he goes to work. We see it. We go to different restaurants. We see everybody's understaffed. There's restaurants that run out. They only have 2 or 3 people in the whole restaurant. So now that we're talking about food and we're talking about Portillo's and we're talking about our son Joe, folks, now you want to be a fundraiser, Portillo's will do that for you. You come to Portillo's, you tell them what fundraiser you're trying to do there. Anything they sell over $200, you get 20% of the proceeds. That's anything they sell over $200, you get 20% of the proceeds. And that's right, folks. And if you go to Portillo's and you're bringing up a bunch of people, $200 is going to go by real quick. So if you're interested in this to make sure you want to take care of this out there and get this done. These charities are very cool. Portillo's will be there for you. So you can either go to jfank@portillos.com, that's FANK, or give our son Joe a call at 224-636-3646. Non-profit stuff. Go there and get Portillo's, do the stuff that they need to do for you. Ocean's Pit, the little show. Chicago only reports shootings. A buddy told me robberies and carjackings with knives are 4 for 1, greater than with guns. Makes sense. Doesn't attract that much attention then. John, that's a good point, unloading a gun at a victim. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And that's funny because John makes a lot of point when they said they only report the shootings. And like I said, his cop friend told him robberies, carjackings with knives. Why is it easier with a knife? Doesn't make any noise. Stab the person. There's no shots, no warnings, no witnesses, no nothing. So there's more shit going down with knives, but they're going to talk about the shootings and the killings. Did you hear? I can't believe I'm going to hear. I can't wait to tell you about this one, folks. President Joe Biden says the national average prices of gas is under $2. $3.99 to fill up my Cadillac. I filled it up 3 times in the last 2 weeks. Now, mind you, I drive a lot. But President Joe Biden says that the national average prices of gas are under $2. Where is he going? Can you tell me anywhere, have you guys on your travels, have you seen gas for less than $2 anywhere? Thank you, Kathy. Kathy Eppolito, they're like $7 over there in California. Where is the gas under $2, President Joe Biden? Please tell us where it is, because we'll go. Point us the way, we will go. That's the year he remembered. There you go, Ray Grant. Ray Grant, another singer-songwriter in the Chicagoland area. Great guy, writes his own great music. If you want to see Ray, he's coming to my birthday party the 29th. You'll hear him sing. It'll be fantastic. John Davey, what's up, my brother? John Davey's joining us. John, we're just talking about President Joe Biden saying that the average national average price of gas is under $2. And we were talking where? Tell us where it's at. We will go. Point us. Give us some maps. Send us an email. Give us a call. Where can we find this gas, Joe? Where is this gas? Okay, even at Woodmart's cheapest gas, $2.29 last weekend. Okay, there you go. So it's not under $2. Thank you, Carol, for that. Yeah, more great stories to talk about. I want to say on a good note, good news to my good friend Buzz Capra. Of course, he's being put into the Italian Sports Hall of Fame tomorrow. Congratulations to our buddy Buzz Capra. Buzz played with the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. He's also a good friend of ours and Denise Armour. So Buzz Capra, congratulations in the Italian Sports Hall of Fame. He's going to be inducted there tomorrow on the 11th. Our good friend Buzz, former New York Met and former Atlanta Braves, the great Buzz Capra. Congratulations. Okay, now John Davey just paid $2.94 in South Bend. So $2.94 is still not under $2. And this was in Indiana, mind you. This is very interesting, and I've always believed this for pet lovers. Hi, Joanne. Great seeing you last night. Thank you so much, my dear. Becky Lee, how you doing, hon? I hope you're doing well. All right, so let's talk about dogs. And I didn't realize this, but we know that if you're a dog lover and you have dogs, folks, we see it. You can tell they're understanding what we're saying when their head goes like this and like that, and they come here. They know they're very smart. But according to scientists here, the average of most dogs know 89 unique words and phrases. Dogs. 89 unique words and phrases that they understand. Right? Come here, obviously, go, whatever. I mean, sit, whatever. There's got to be a bunch of different, but that's pretty good. 89 different ones. Because I know when I'm talking to our dogs that they know exactly what they're saying. When we're mad at them, they know exactly what it is. You know, and when you're sad, they see it. You walk in, they just know. They come to you. They want to be close to you. They want to hold you. Dogs are very smart. 89 different uniques. Very cool. Oh, boy, folks. Another that suspicious I forgot to talk about. This is the United States. This is the United Nations. Is down in Mexico right now handing out prepaid debit cards to illegal aliens. Paid for by yours truly. By us, the taxpayers, folks. With our tax dollars. The United Nations is right now, folks, down in Mexico handing out prepaid debt cards to illegal aliens paid for by us. I don't know what to say about this, folks. We want anybody to come to our country. Come on in. No problem. Just pay your taxes, learn the language, do what you got to do. We are the land of the free. We will let you in. Come on. And then, of course, you heard on the news, Jussie Smollett. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Found guilty the first 5 charges, facing up to 20 years in prison. I'm sorry, folks. This guy needs to go to jail. I don't care what you say. He charadely came up with a fake shooting to make his career go up. He deserves to go to jail. He's facing 20 years in prison. He needs to go to jail. Case closed. If you've been following the trial, and the first 5 charges, he was found guilty. So he's facing up to 20 years. Now, some people think he's not going to go to jail from stuff that I've been seeing on social media. He belongs behind bars. Phil says he's agreed. Lisa says lock him up. Your state's Eddie left his ass to go. Oh, there you go, Ray. Yeah. He deserves a jail, folks, because if we did it, we'd be in jail. Now, imagine me, I pretend somebody to shoot me so my CD sales will go up. So more people will come to my shows. You would think I was an asshole. So what is the reason for this? He'll be lucky to serve any time, 3 years max. All right, there you go, John. And if he does go to jail, he's got to do something. If they're going to give him 20 years, I don't know if he deserves 20 years in prison, but he needs to go. Fox, the state's attorney, let him off. There you go. How does that sound suspicious to you guys out there? Because if we did that, folks, we ain't going to be let go. We're going to jail. I'm not saying he deserves 20 years, but he deserves jail time. And get a doctor to check your head out. Another thing I got to tell you right now, I'm sick and tired of people bullying people over a vaccine. You've seen it everywhere. It's that simple, folks. It's the land of the free. Jennifer Aniston, with the actress, of course, from the TV show Friends, they've been bullying her and stuff. Listen, I don't like bullies in general. So whether it's the vaccine or not, whatever it is, but this is the particular one we were talking about, people bullying. Listen, if you don't get the vaccine, that's your choice. Stop these goody two-shoes. You shot me, your mask. That's up to you to do what you want to do for your country, for yourself, for your safety. If there's a building that says wear a mask, you got to wear a mask, obviously. But if there's, and some people don't care anymore. Last thing I got to talk about, and it's very, 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 very important, what I'm going to talk about now. And we ain't got much time to do it. Depression, loneliness. There's people out there that suffer from depression all the time. Imagine how it must be in life going through these problems. They're alone. They don't have friends. And I know people who are rich, famous, and they're so depressed and so lonely. I mean, look at all these musicians or actors or comedians, Robin Williams, Andrew Bourdain. Look at all these guys, multi-millionaires. They've got all the money in the world. They got everything there, the happiness, but they're lonely and depressed and talking suicide. My heart goes out to people like that. And if you know anybody like that, Carol was so sad about Robin Williams. But if you guys know any people like that, there you go. Money don't fill the heart. There you go, Ray. That's a perfect, Ray Grant. That's a great, Ray, you might want to write a song with that because I know you're a songwriter, but Money Don't Fill the Heart is a great song. You should be writing that. Maybe we can write one together about that because there's people that we don't know. You see them smiling. You see them in pictures. You see them on Facebook smiling, having a great time, but inside they are miserable or something happened to them to turn them miserable. And they talk I've lost 2 friends to suicide. 2. 2 people I never would have thought it would happen. If anybody's going through that, it's got to be hard to be going through that. We don't know. We have no idea what people are going through right now. And even through the holidays, if you lose a parent, you lose a family member, you're depressed about that. You lose your job, you're depressed about that. Your relationship goes sour, you're depressed about that. You have you're on the outs with your children. That's another thing. You make a bet, you can't pay. There's a lot of shit that you get depressed about. But then you know why you're depressed. Reason why these things happen, but there's people out there that just suffer with this depression. And things turn into make them get this depression like this. I'm reaching out to anybody, my fans and friends out there, associates, acquaintances, anybody I know. If you're going through this, help, man, get some help. Call me. I'm not a doctor, but I'll talk to you. I'll sit and talk to you. We can talk. Because sometimes all you need is a good talk, someone to listen to you. Especially now more than ever. Depression has been horrible. Depression has been horrible in life for everybody, many, many years. And then 2020 hit, it just became a skyrocketing low for that. And 2021. So if you know people out there that are suffering in any way, get them some help. Call them. Check up on them. Tell them it's going to be okay. Sometimes it might not work. It might not work. But at least they know that you care and you're there for them. You got to do something for these people. Reach out, invite someone you know is alone. And there you go, Karen Dean. That's an incredible thing. If you can invite, thank you, Karen Dean. That's a great quote. She said, reach out to people that might be alone on Christmas. Imagine being depressed in general, and then Christmas comes, and the holidays come. That means you got to be even more depressed. So it's the season of giving, folks. And giving does not necessarily mean cash, gifts. Giving is a phone call, not a text. Well, a text can even work. Just to let them know that, hey, I'm here for you, he or she, I'm here for you. That's what you need to do. So if you know of anybody out there, please reach out. Tell them you care and help, because we need to do that. We need to come together now more than ever, even though we're so divided. And this country is turning the news and everybody's making us divided. The most we've been in how many years? So it's the season to give and love. But please do. I want you guys all to have a safe weekend. And if you feel like getting out, Chicago Prime Steakhouse tonight in Schaumburg. Tomorrow we'll be at Norton's in Highland Park. And Sunday, celebrating Frank Sinatra's 106th birthday party at the Arcada Theater. 3 o'clock is that show. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609, folks. And before we go, let's thank the last but not least, our sponsor. Last one for today, of course. My good buddy Dave Antonelli and Patriot Funding Incorporated, folks. If you're looking to borrow money of any kind for a business, Patriot Funding's got it all right here, folks. That's right. Personal term loans, personal cash and line of credit, business credit cards, personal credit cards, whatever you need. Patriot Funding Incorporated, commercial money lending. Give my buddy Dave Antonelli a call at 630-675-4730. Tell him Tony O sent you. That's Patriot Funding Incorporated. I want to thank you all for watching the show today, folks, and just tuning in with us. You guys are unbelievable. Remember, every show is brought to you by Eco Solar Solutions, where you always save more energy. And, folks, remember, go out, support local establishments. Go out and support live entertainment, man. Stick up to your friends. Salute. Buon Natale. Merry Christmas. Be kind, man. Be kind. But remember one thing. Don't lose who you guys are. Don't lose that whoever you are. If you got something you believe in, stand up and believe in it. Don't worry about the shit you got to take around that people are going to give you shit. If you believe it's good for you, then you do it. That's what's important in life. And remember, folks, tomorrow is promised to no one. Thank you for watching. Thanks to my friends and family. My wife, Flora, up in Arizona with the kids, with Gianna and Nina and Marissa. They're having a spa for the next couple of days, relaxing. But I want to thank you all. Merry Christmas. God bless you all very much. And I love you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Thanks for just listening to an idiot like me just talking about shit all the time. And it's fun. And it makes it even funner with people like you. So God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. And the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love. Nick Sahajas, take us out, the piano man. God bless you.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Merry Christmas, everybody.